Hi, my name is Sarah Boucher, and today I'll be doing a video tour of our tent season at Willowdale Estate, which is from May through October. Willowdale Estate is in Topsfield, Massachusetts, and it's located within the Bradley Palmer State Park, which has over 700 acres of protected forest, with the Ipswich River running through it. The Ipswich River is just beyond this field. In May through October, our long driveway leads to a parking area for about 65 cars. Guests walk up to the estate and are typically greeted by our servers who are passing out the first non-alcoholic beverage, which is a seasonal beverage, usually lemonade, cider, or water. That first greeter is also the perfect person to help someone with a handicap accessible entrance, which is the green door to the left, or to find a bathroom or a place to put a card. This foyer area is the perfect place to put some personal decor, like flowers, a card box, or a welcome sign. There's a bathroom to the right and a coat room. And to the left is where that handicap accessible entrance is. So your guests would typically be heading right outside for an outdoor ceremony, but today I'll show you how the processional begins. Our clients usually arrive for a ceremony at Willowdale Estate about 2 hours before the ceremony begins. We have another video that describes the second floor space that those clients use to get ready in. Just before the ceremony begins, our wedding coordinators typically bring anyone who's going down the aisle to this room to line up and get ready for a ceremony. The processional begins through these doors for an outdoor ceremony. In May through October, this pergola area is full of blooming flowers and greenery. Just in front of us here would be our Sperry tent, which I'll talk about in a moment. And the ceremony area is just a short walk down this path, which opens up into our garden courtyard. It's March, so we don't see too many blooms yet. It snowed yesterday, but you can see that there are tulips pushing their way on this side of the estate. We can fit up to 240 chairs for a ceremony in this area. It's a 40 by 40 square space. Most of our clients like to be centered on the courtyard this way. Another popular way to host a ceremony is offset on the corner here. And finally, facing the dining room is also a really beautiful view. After the ceremony is over, guests are invited into the house for a cocktail hour indoors. But before we go there, I'm going to talk a little bit about our tent area. Willowdale Estate installs a sailcloth tent in this area from May through October. We also have a tented walkway that connects to the estate. So if it's a rainy day for a ceremony, we can easily move the ceremony under the tent and still have cocktail hour and dinner just as planned. The tent pad is a smooth poured concrete, which is a nice surface for dancing. And your guest tables. We usually set up the tent for receptions, having a nice large dance floor in the center with guest tables in a U shape around the dance area. The 3 poles on this side, in the center, and on the left side are outfitted with outlets so that if you have a band or a DJ a lighting setup, or any other power needs, that is provided by the estate. We also include heaters for the tent, usually most needed in early May or late October. The tent has sides that are clear, that can be rolled down, bistro lights around the perimeter, and 6 lanterns on 3 natural wood posts. I'll link some photos on the description of this video so you can see more photos of our tent. And the mansion is just beyond. So as I said before, after the ceremony is over, we welcome our guests into a cocktail hour. Depending on what kind of bar package you have, many of them include a passed drink, which is a great way to encourage your guests to enter the house with a cocktail in hand so that they can enjoy the space right away. The first room your guests will see is our dining room. Besides passing a drink at cocktail hour, we'll be passing 5 hors d'oeuvres for your guests to enjoy. The dining room is the perfect place to have escort cards that tell your guests where they should sit. You can display a wedding cake in this beautiful fireplace area. And the rest of the room is open for mingling. There's 2 other large rooms we use for cocktail hour. The great room is the perfect place for your bar. Usually the bar is set up just under this balcony, centered on the windows. There is no dance floor installed in May through October, but this dance floor is up for our mansion season. There's another video that talks about that. So with the bar right here, and from this angle, you can see there are bookshelves and a beautiful mantle area that can all be designed to your specifications. On the mantle, we've seen beautiful candles, greenery, floral arrangements. And in the shelves, we've seen personal family photos or mementos. The third room for cocktail hour is this open conservatory area. The conservatory has 2 windows, 2 walls of windows that face the state park, along with this beautiful skylight. In the center of this room would be a large farmhouse table with cheese, crudité, and fresh dips. That table is included with every wedding package. And we make all of the food fresh here in-house. So that is cocktail hour. These 3 large rooms is perfect for guest counts approaching 180 or 200. If you have over 200 guests, we can fit up to 240 in May through October. We would mirror the cocktail hour setup with an additional bar and an additional cheese table on this northern side of the estate. You can see some of our high top tables on this side already set up. And here's an example of one of our bars. So for a large wedding, we would use this side of the house for cocktail hour as well. So as I mentioned before, after cocktail hour is over, we'll invite guests back outside to the tented area for dinner and dancing. After dinner is over, we'll open up a dessert station. We use the dining room for that because it's the closest room to the tent. When it's time for coffee and dessert, we would have a coffee station right here. We usually have cookies at our events, and this is the cookie area. And then we'll slice and serve your wedding cake or any other dessert that you choose to have on the farm table in front of me. So I hope you enjoyed this video tour of Willowdale Estate. We hope we can see you in person soon. And if you have any questions for us, please do get in touch. Thank you.